Welcome to the introduction of the Testing Spring Boot Applications Masterclass. This Masterclass is a deep dive course on testing Spring Boot applications, and you will learn how to effectively write unit, integration, and end-to-end tests for your Spring Boot application while utilizing Spring Boot's excellent test support and various other testing libraries. So here you can see the architectural overview of the course application we are going to test throughout the masterclass. As you'll see, it's not a Hello World application and rather a realistic real-world application setup. We will use a Java Spring Boot backend, and our front end is written with TypeScript and React. In the background, our Spring Boot application connects to various other resources. So as the domain of our application is all about books, we will use an Open Library REST API to fetch metadata about books. Next, we are using Postgres to store the data of our application inside a relational database. To demonstrate how we can write integration and end-to-end tests when our application connects to various services of different cloud providers, our application connects to an AWS SQS queue. We use this messaging queue to synchronize the available books that our book reviewer application can handle. And last but not least, to cover the security part of our application, we are integrating Keycloak as an identity provider to provide a login mechanism for our front end and to also secure various of our Spring MVC controller endpoints for the access of logged-in users. Let's take a look at the application we are going to test throughout the masterclass. So the application is all about managing reviews for technical books. As part of our front end, we can see first the list of books that our users can create reviews for. Then we will see the best rated reviews and also a list of recently submitted reviews. So here I'm already logged in, but our application is also accessible, so at least the public parts of it, without any authentication. So here we can see the view of an unauthenticated user. And in case we now want to submit a review, which is the basic use case of this sample application, we first have to log in, then see here the Keycloak login interface and are now able to fill in a review for a predefined book. So once we fill in here the details for our review and hit the submit button, we will store this review inside our database and then can also afterwards see it here. And then depending on the logged in user, we may also have the access rights to delete several reviews, but this then depends on the logged in user. For a sneak peek of the testing libraries we are going to use, we can take a look at this overview here. So we are making heavy use of test containers to provide various external infrastructure components for our integration and end-to-end tests. The core of our testing foundation is JUnit 5. We will also use Avatility to test asynchronous parts of our application. To mock external HTTP calls, we are making use of WireMock and Mockito for sure to mock collaborators throughout our tests. To provide a local AWS cloud, we are making use of LocalStack, and the web tests are written with Selenium. As this masterclass is all about Spring Boot applications, we are making for sure use of Spring Boot's excellent test support. And here you can see a subset of the annotations of Spring Test and Spring Boot that we are going to use and explain throughout this masterclass. One big flaw of online courses is that they get outdated quite fast. That's why I try to keep the versions always up to date. As part of the FAQ section of the course's landing page, you can always take a look at the different dependency and framework versions that are currently in use for the course application. For more detailed information about the covered topics of each module, take a look at the module overview, where you will also see a sneak peek of the final automated end-to-end tests that we are also able to record with test containers, where we are testing the happy path of logging in and submitting a review and then verifying that the review is present. So if you're interested in the masterclass, you can get access to 4 preview lessons from 4 different modules. All you have to do is to enter your email address here at the sign-up form of the landing page, and I will immediately grant you access to the 4 preview lessons. I look forward to seeing you in the masterclass.